We need to take care of ourselves. You are accountable and you're responsible for yourself. The doctor went to school to learn about, I'm not knocking doctors, okay? But the doctor went to school to learn about the human body. Most often in the institution of learning as it relates to humans, it is a Caucasian based concept. I as humans, when you go to the doctor writes your prescription and you go home, you take the doctor home with you? No, you
No.
don't. Okay? And when the doctor in school, you're not sitting beside the doctor. Okay? So we have to realize that there's a huge and enormous role that we play in this journey called life. We need to learn. It's not that difficult. We just need to understand. We don't know anything about our bodies. We don't know about the liver, the kidney, the heart, the spleen, how this travel over there. I'm fascinated with the human body. I am fascinated. If I don't have any other fascination, I am fascinated with us, with I. How does that work? How, when you take this herb, you only put it in your mouth, you drink, right? How the herb know where to go? You're taking something for your liver. It is divine that that extraction knows to travel only through here and travel over to the liver. If it's the heart, the kidney, how it know you take it in here and you go up to your brain? Fascinated. It's amazing. We're so special. We're just abundance. We are accountable and responsible to take care of ourselves. I do relate and I do understand that it's a big deal. It's a big deal for me. And don't think that I'm perfect now, because I have issues. I'm still working on the whole stroke situation, if that's what they call it. I call it a neurological bout, not a stroke. However, I'm still learning. I'm getting somewhere. I'm moving and coming along. But while I'm on the journey, I can share the experience, the knowledge, because the knowledge literally comes from self. The knowledge comes from me looking at a plant and say, oh, I'll give an example. I created a bed in front of my house, and this brethren, one of my brethren bought me some soil. I took some bricks and make a bed, and he brought me some soil. This is amazing. And I noticed I had King of the Forest planted there. So King of the Forest have some long pod, and then they dry and the seeds fall out. Or birds, the birds are amazing. They bring seeds. They bring us food all the time. In this bed, I saw the King of the Forest and I was like, oh gosh, it came back more than what it was. It was one plant, now the whole thing full of King of the Forest. I saw on the very edge of the bed, something growing. I said, oh, it's a papa tree. In Jamaica, we say papa. It's a papaya tree. I said, okay. I left it. As it grew, I said, but that is not papaya. What is that? It was castor oil. And I was like, whoa. When I see things growing, I don't trouble them. I let them grow until I can recognize what they are. The castor oil tree grew in about 3 months, taller than my house. Bunches and bunches, pods and pods everywhere. I collect and I collect. I have not yet completed the research and the study of ricin, which is a poison that is in the castor oil seed. As ackee have poison, ricin have poison. So I have mastered the art of it. So I just collect the seeds. I harvest them, collect them, and I have them outside. However, the castor oil, it just kept growing and growing, and eventually it was so big I cut it down. There's castor oil over the whole yard, the lawn, everywhere. So we have to take a page out of the earth book. Learn. We have to understand it is important. You can't just run. Let me tell you something. I was doing some research on a chemotherapy drug called Red Devil. When I did the research, I found out that Red Devil, base of it is milk thistle. Milk thistle. I then went on the US website, a health website, where you can find a host of information that almost, I would say 99.99% of every single drug make from a herb. Ivermectin make from wormwood. The base of it is wormwood. So it is vitally important. First, we have to understand our human bodies, and we also have to understand that the herb, the extraction, the seed, whatever it is that comes from the herb, it has to be taken in dosage. It has to be taken in moderation. These are the things that I realize in Jamaica. We just throw leaf in a pot and just boil bush and drink. Everything is dosage, everything is a formula, and you have to understand that too much sometimes, too much of one thing, good for nothing. So I urge you to be mindful, be thankful of self, stay in gratitude mode all the time, be aware, be accountable, and be responsible for yourself. You are the one that's responsible. Be mindful of the toothpaste you use and brush your teeth. The deodorant you put under your arm because it goes into your whole body. The clothes you wear, the dyes, just everything in general. Be mindful of self. Do more earthing, meaning connect with the earth. More thankfulness, more sunbathing, more tree hugging, more walking on the beach. Take the time and go kick up the sand on the beach. Smile more, love more, hug more, eat plant food, eat food from the earth. And that's just a small portion of what my thoughts are.